Hey everybody, Kartik Subramaniam over at ADHI Schools. Welcome to our podcast. Pretty common question today. What improvements to a property actually increase the property's value? Now, this is going to be adjusted based on area. I'll give you a quick example of this just as a way to look at it. Let's say for a moment that you're considering flipping a home. Or let's say for a moment that you're considering remodeling your property. How do you determine what projects add the most value? Now, this is really going to depend on two things. First, it's going to depend on the market. And when I say the market, I mean the geography of the property in question. And it also is going to depend on the time, like the real estate market in that area at a given time. The National Association of Realtors puts out a survey. It's called Cost versus Value. And I'll link that up in the description box here if you're watching this on YouTube. And typically we think of the things that add value as kitchens and bathrooms. Everyone says, you spend $30K on a kitchen, spend $10K on a bathroom, you're going to be able to get at least a dollar for dollar return on that money that you spent. And that's generally true as it relates to kitchens and bathrooms, but it's going to depend on two things. First, it's going to depend on the geographic market in question, and it's also going to depend on the timing of your remodel. As an example, in 2009, in the throes of the economic recession, this cost versus value, nationally anyway, the only thing that would give you at least a dollar for dollar return at the time was a new front door. And not kitchens and bathrooms, because the property values were dropping, particularly in parts of Southern California and Florida and parts of Texas and Arizona. Property values were dropping between 2 and 3% a month. So any money that you put into a property, it was pretty unlikely that you'd be able to get that money back out, mainly because the market was dropping so quickly that even if you put upgrades into a home, you still wouldn't be able to keep pace with the declining real estate market. Now, over the last 4 years, I'm going to call this 2014 to 2018, now, over the last 4 years, we find ourselves in a position where the market's gone up so much, you don't need to really do any work on a property, and the property is going to continue to appreciate, mainly because a rising tide is going to raise all boats. So a lot of this is just timing. What is the time frame that you expect the project to take, and what is the time frame for your exit? That's why a lot of people that flip houses, like the last property that I flipped, I probably made $50,000 to $60,000 on this. This is about a little less than a year ago, but I literally spent less than 6 weeks remodeling the entire property. And I knew I needed to get out quickly because time kills all deals. The more time that goes by, the less likely it is you're going to be able to get out with your shirt intact. So the key thing here really is, first, if you're a property owner and you're just thinking about remodeling a home that you live in, I would say spend the money to a certain extent. Don't go crazy, but if you want granite countertops, you want new kitchen cabinets, you want new flooring, you want paint on the inside and out, do those things. It's okay. All those things I mentioned aren't really extravagances, number one. And number two, if it's a house that you're going to plan on living in for an extended period of time, do what you want, get what you want, right? That's why I'll give you an example of this. People that fix up their cars. People that fix up cars, they put rims on them. Maybe back in the day, they used to put a stereo system in. They would, have this, really nice custom paint. You can't explain that. If it's your car and it's something you want to do, you're not making that decision necessarily based on economics. You're making that decision based on what you like. And that's okay, right? Life is short. Do what you like. But now if you're thinking about selling a property quickly and you want to know, hey, I'm going to sell my house for $600,000, can I spend $20K on a little kitchen remodel? There's $620 and sell it for $660. Okay, now that makes sense. And that really is the point of this discussion. The question is, will a certain remodel item or upgrade ultimately be worth it? I'm going to link in the description box to the latest cost versus value analysis. And this is adjusted based on region. There's Anchorage, Alaska, there's Bakersfield, California, there's LA, there's Portland, there's Santa Barbara, there's Ventura. So if you look at some mid-range items, a backyard patio, according to this study, is going to cost $61,000. Now, by the way, I don't know why a backyard patio would cost that much, but I'll link this in the description box. Resale value $32,000. You're not going to make money. If you look here, what's going to give you the most money back? Well, mid-range and entry door again. Job cost is about $2,000. You're going to get about $2,000 back. A garage door replacement, cost versus value $3,600. This survey says you're probably going to get $4,300 back. You're going to make money on that. Manufactured stone veneer on the property, $8,500. You're going to get $10,700. You're going to get your money back. Anyway, I'll link up in the description box. I don't want to go through all these, but if you're thinking about doing something to a property to ultimately increase its value, if you're a flipper or a remodeler, I would highly encourage you to at least glance at this cost versus value study to ultimately determine what is and isn't worth it for your time now and your money. Now, if this is a property that you live in, if it's your primary residence, life's short, do what you like. Anyway, leave a comment below. Have you done a remodel on a property? Have you flipped a home? What are some things in your experience that have worked for you? If I haven't connected with you on Instagram, I'd love to get to know you on and offline. We'll catch you on the next one. By the way, if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the bell. I'd love for you to know every time we put new content out, we're putting content out at least a couple of times a week here. I don't want you to miss a single piece of content that we put out. We'll catch you on the next video. Thanks.